Well, uh, again, uh, other thought, other thoughts to share, other ideas to share. Uh, One of the things also I realized that really helped me in my life. Uh, it's the idea that reading a lot and going deep into reading books and consuming a lot of knowledge is not actually that helpful. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that you should not read books. I love reading, but reading a lot without doing anything is leads actually to disappointment. You feel you feel you're not you feel you are doing something while not doing anything other than reading. It's like you feel you are achieving something, but the only thing you are achieving is the image in your brain, in your head. Like you have this thought that I'm doing well, I'm doing fine, uh, because I think of myself in a better way because I'm reading. It's like when you read, you gain knowledge, and this knowledge actually makes you feel better, and this feeling makes you think you are achieving something. You're not. You are doing something, like something touchable, like something real, like some achievement that you see in front of you, some external achievement. But you're not doing anything other than reading. And again, don't get me wrong, reading is good. It's really good. I love reading. But this idea of reading a lot, like going into books, like consuming books one after the other than if you are an author or whatever, of course that's your job to do. But I'm talking in general, like people like me, like we do have other jobs, or and we are not authors. Okay, so we read. They say uh, leaders are readers, and the more you read, the more you understand a lot of things about yourself and about the world around you. And the more you read, the more you shape your perspective. But they fail to mention that a lot of reading is actually not good. A lot of reading without applying is actually not good. Because the more you read, the more you feel you are achieving something. Because you have this image inside of your head that I'm doing something. It's like I'm better. It's like, yeah, you are better actually because you are reading. You are gaining more knowledge. But once you finish reading, you close the book, you put it down, you look around you, and suddenly there is nothing there. You're not achieving anything real, touchable. But if you try and apply what you are actually reading, like if you put it into action, this reading becomes really actually valuable. And it's not an image in your head, and it is not an illusion. You apply what you are reading. I'll give you an example here. Let's say you bring uh, one of the books talking about, for example, the book of Robert Greene, for example, the 48 laws of power, and you read it, and then once you are like while reading it, you feel better about yourself. You say, "Ha, I'm learning this, I'm learning that, I'm becoming a better person, I'm shaping my character, my personality, my philosophy around life." But then when you finish reading the book, you realize you don't have anything to actually apply that those laws of power. You have nothing to achieve those laws of power. Like you have no big company, no business, no nothing to actually apply the knowledge. So what I mean here is that if you are a reader like me, and I'm not saying that to brag or whatever. I'm just it's just a way of talking to explain the point in a better way. If you are a reader, and then you don't actually do anything in your life, like you are reading all the time. The only thing you do is maybe you go to work and you come back and that's it. You're not building a business. You're not trying to actually mingle with people or maybe travel all the time, or I don't know, maybe some external bigger achievement. If you don't have this, reading a lot will make you think you are a better person. But once you go into reality and you dive into reality with other people and the surrounding, you actually even forget what you have read. Like you will even forget what you are reading. It happened to me several times in years ago. Like when I started reading in 2000 and something, 2010, I guess. Maybe before, maybe a little bit after, whatever. When I started reading, and I started like having this feeling like about myself, a better feeling, amazing feeling. I'm reading. Bring me that book. I've heard about this book. Bring me that. Bring me. Then I was consuming a lot of knowledge, and then I was feeling better about myself. And then I realized, wait a second, I'm not actually achieving anything. I'm not doing anything other than reading, and it's an illusion. And it is. I didn't like it. I didn't like it. Maybe some people are against this idea and they think that it's okay to keep reading all the time. I don't know. I'm not like this. If I read a lot, I actually start to think about myself as someone who sits down and meditates in a lot of ideas, thinking, well, I'm reading a lot, I'm better. You're not better. You're just the same person with more knowledge. That's it. You're not better than before. You are only better than before if you actually put the knowledge you've gained, the things you've learned into action, and then you will become actually something. You will become better as a person. But without applying what you are reading, you're just a reader. The difference between you and someone who doesn't read is just the knowledge in your head. It's like you have the knowledge and he doesn't have the knowledge, or they don't have the knowledge. That's the only difference. But in real life, there is no difference. It's like there is no difference between the reader and someone who doesn't read. So I realized once when I buy a book and start reading it, I better not read it all at once and then go fast with it and then waiting when to finish the book to go to the next book. And I was like, wait a second, I should read slowly, like not finish the book too early and not let the book take me so long that I don't even like go to the next book, because books are out there like fast. Like there are a lot of good books coming every day, and I don't want to miss them, to miss the knowledge inside those books. But at the same time, I don't want to read a lot and fast to the point where I start to forget what I'm reading and not putting it into action in real life. So I slowed down a little bit and tried to consume a book in a little bit more time than before. Like the period is a little bit longer than before, and then apply and put into action what I read. Like for example, if I read a page or two today, I will try tomorrow morning to, like I read it today, like tonight, and then tomorrow morning once I go out to work, I try to apply those 2 pages. I try to put them into action to actually make the knowledge in my head valuable. Because this illusion that just because you have read it, that it is valuable in and on itself, is actually wrong. The knowledge you take from books is not valuable like when it is separated from life, when it is a separate entity. It's not valuable. It's just a bunch of information. Like it's like a collection of fancy information in your brain, in your mind. You're not putting into action. It's like having something valuable, some valuable, like your phone or whatever, that is sitting there. The phone is not valuable in and of itself. It's only valuable once you use it, once you make calls, or once you make it valuable. I don't know if this makes sense. Well, this is the thought of today. So if you share anything like this, just put it down in the comments. Yeah, just thank you for listening. If you have reached this, like, if you finished the video, thank you.